We seem to have an awful lot of headroom in our shot. Is there a reason? I have a lot of headroom. Now you can tighten it up. Zoom in and pan down. That's it. There you go. That's it, my friend. All right, ready? That's good. Hello and welcome to another edition of Falcon Sports here on SBC TV. Today the 20-5 Lady Falcons will be taking on the 20-4 Midland Park Panthers.
That's right, Bob. And today for Saddlebrook, they're going to have Lisa Prevedel, their ace, starting on the hill.
Okay.
For them. And for Midland Park, they'll have their ace, Allie Bryan. She's coming to today's game off a nice streak. Saddlebrook comes into today's game after beating Waldwick in the first round of the state tournament, beating Wallington in the second round, and now we're in the semifinals. Winner here goes on to the finals. From there, they go on to play in Toms River East.
Okay, so this will be the last home game then for the Lady Falcons, win or lose.
Yep.
And it becomes a roadshow from here on in,
That's
Andy.
it.
So hopefully the girls are doing well so far in the state tournament, and they can continue a little further. And this will be our first coverage of Lady Falcons softball, though last year we did do a little highlights of some of the last season, but this will be our first full coverage of a game. So we'll be right back after this quick break, and we'll be starting off the game. And I didn't like that. All right, well, we're gonna do one more because stay here because we're still doing another one. All right. All right.
If Dave Brown behind the camera.
All right, here we go. Right.
Yep.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Falcon Sports here on SBC TV. Today the Lady Falcons of Saddlebrook will take on the Lady Panthers of Midland Park in the semifinals of the state tournament. I'm Bob Duthale. Alongside me is Andy Gallo. Andy, what's happening today?
Not much today, Bob. Just a nice day out for a state softball game.
Right.
Today for Saddlebrook, they're going to have Lisa Prevedel starting off on the mound. For Midland Park, they're going to have Allie Bryan for the mound on them. And Saddlebrook coming into today's game already defeated Waldwick in the first round, beat Wallington in the second round, and now they're in the semifinals.
Great.
Playing the Panthers, as you said. And the winner from here goes on to the finals of Group 1. The winner from there goes on to Toms River East to play the state championship.
Okay, well, this will be the last home game then of the Lady Falcons of Saddlebrook. Win or lose, it becomes a road show from here. And once again, Saddlebrook comes into this game at 20-5, and Midland Park comes in at 20-4. Looks like the girls are getting ready to play, so we're going to turn it on over to action. All right, that's good enough. We'll make something happen from there.
Okay.
Okay, Andy, it appears the Lady Falcons will be taking the field now, and tonight's starting pitcher for the Falcons is Lisa Prevedel. And what's the lineup tonight, Andy, for Midland Park?
All right. Midland Park Panthers start off with number 8, third baseman Pam Beluzzi. Following her is number 9, first baseman Christine Jacobson. Then number 23, pitcher Allie Bryan. Number 6, center fielder Steph Chapman. Number 5, catching Lori Magda. Number 15, second baseman Lindsay Salgi. Then the DH, number 2, Carolyn Outsley. She'll be batting for number 18, Nicole Varallo, who's playing left field. Then you have your number 8 hitter, number 25, right fielder Laura Squio. And last but not least is number 3, the shortstop, Danielle De Salva.
All right. And we got a chance earlier to see number 23, Allie Bryan, alongside us here as we were getting ready, warming up. Looks like she was throwing some heat there.
Yeah, she was ready to play, and hopefully Saddlebrook come out ready to play, and Midland Park come out ready to play. We'll have a nice, exciting state semifinal game here.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to get underway. Our first batter is stepping up to the plate. And looks like our view is slightly obstructed there by the first base coach. We'll have to see if we can get her to get back in the box where she should be, I hope.
Hopefully, but Prevedel starts off real nice with the first strike. It's always nice to get out in front early in the game here.
And there it is, strike 2.
2 in a row is even nicer, Bob.
Yeah, I think it's a big relief right off the bat. You know, this is a pressure game. It's the semifinals of the state tournament here. So Saddlebrook already up to a good start. Oh, just a little outside. And that'll bring the count to 1-2. Once again, Lisa Prevedel on the mound, and batting for Midland Park is Pam.
Pop fly, infield pop fly.
And Beluzzi pops out to the second baseman.
Allison Melissa with a nice grab.
Allison Melissa, there's a name that I remember calling during the basketball season. She was a good basketball player for the Lady Falcons.
Yep, does the basketball, along with a lot of these Lady Falcons, and I'm sure a lot of the Lady Panthers also.
Yep.
Starts off early in the year, doing everything, moving right through the season.
That's the good thing about high school sports. You know, there's 3 seasons. These girls get a chance to play a few different sports. Nice, well-rounded along with their academics. And it's nice to get here in the state tournament. It's nice to be rewarded after a good season to get this far.
That is true. All right, appears as if Christine Jacobson is ready up at the plate.
All right, there's one out, and it's the top of the first. And that ball is fouled off.
Prevedel again stays out in front.
Prevedel throwing some heat there, Andy. She looks like she's got a good pace on that ball.
Oh, yeah. You get that windmill going, you're in good shape.
Yep. Oh, there's a little change up right there.
Off speed.
That's going to be to the shortstop.
Nice. Backing up, takes it.
Jessica calls the other fielders off. She takes that herself, and that'll bring up the second out. And the third batter, that'll be the pitcher, Allie Bryan.
She's going to try to help herself out here early in the game. Ooh, swings at the first pitch. Unusual early in the game.
And there's a 1-2-3 inning here. Okay, with 3 batters up, 3 batters are down here in the top of the first inning ending. No score. And we're going to take a quick 30-second break, and we'll continue with more Falcon Sports here on SBC TV, Channel 77. All right, we're not going to really pause long because I'm just going to go back. And I'll give you a chance to give the lineup right now of.
Yeah, all right, so now.
All right, so. All right, Dave, give me a shot that'll be coming in from a bumper. So you can pull off the pitcher, yeah. So we're not always in a wide shot. You know what I'm saying? All right, stand by. Ready? Here we go. Go ahead, Dave. Make your move. All right, welcome back to Falcon Sports here on SBC TV. It's the Lady Falcons of Saddlebrook taking on the Lady Panthers of Midland Park. And we're entering the bottom of the first inning, and Saddlebrook will be getting its first chance at bat. Andy, why don't you give us the rundown, please?
All right, real quick, we got number 7, Allison Melissa, who plays second base. And you have number 20, Jen Canestrino, playing right field. Following her, you'll have number 11, Karina Leone, who will be behind the plate all game. Number 18, Jess Topolsky, playing shortstop. Number 2, Laura DeVito, who's playing center. Number 3, Amanda McKay, will be playing third base. Dana Mazzella will be DH. Vanessa Pelli, I apologize.
All right, there's the first pitch, and it's strike 1 there on Allison Melissa.
All right, so you have Vanessa Pelli, number 24, playing left field, and Lisa Prevedel on the mound, wearing number 15 to finish up the lineup for Saddlebrook Falcons.
All right. And that's high and outside.
Just
and that's
a bit upstairs.
Yeah. And that's a 1-1 count on Allison. Once again on the mound for Midland Park is Allie Bryan.
Going again upstairs.
Yep, she seems to be
Bring the count to 2-1.
losing a little control of that ball. It's coming at a good speed there, Andy, but it's a little out of control. A little high in.
Again, it's early in the game.
Yep.
You'd like to be in control here, but this isn't terrible. There she goes, right back into
Swung
her
on
groove.
and a miss. That's strike 2. The count is now even at 2-2. Andy, I don't know about you, but one thing I truly do miss here at this field is a scoreboard.
Yes, yes.
There is no scoreboard
But
here
there's a
at this
big
field.
difference between here and Coolidge School when we were doing the boys'
Yep.
games.
All All right, Allison will strike out, and then that'll be the first out for the Falcons. Up next will be the right fielder, Jen Canestrino.
Jen Canestrino, yeah.
Canestrino, all right. Thank you for correcting me, sir.
That's all right. Ooh, squares the bunt, pulls away.
But it looks like called strike one.
Yep. You'll see first base coach for the Falcons is Coach Hafses. Third base coach is head coach Darren White, who also is the head coach of the football team.
And that ball is high and away, and that'll even the count at 1-1.
So Coach White took his football team all the way to the, I believe it was the state championship against Glenrock. He'd love to see his softball team go that far. But as of early, Allie Bryan is really throwing some heat.
Yeah, so that'll be... So the coach is familiar with some state tournament games then, being in from football, and now they're already in their third round here,
Yep,
the semifinals.
He knows how to handle the pressure, Darren.
Yep.
Counts even at 2-2 here. And Canestrino's hoping to stay alive and goes down looking.
Wow, called strike three there.
So 2 batters up for Saddlebrook, 2 batters striking out. This will bring up number 11, Pi Leone. I apologize, that's Perina Leone.
Perina,
but
yep.
the old nickname on the old soccer team was Pi, so
Pi?
it's in my head still. And she squares one down. Great bunt. Nice and short.
Oh,
But
just
better
got
at
her,
first.
though. That ball hugged the line the whole way there, Andy, too.
Yep. And you see Perina had a face mask on, which almost looked like a football helmet.
Yeah.
That's due to the fact that she broke her nose a couple games ago during
Okay.
warm-ups. Somebody threw the ball in from the outfield, and she wasn't looking.
Ah.
Got it right in the nose, broke it. But,
There you go. That'll.
Today's protection, she's going to continue to play today.
That's a trooper for you. All right, well, for the Falcons, that's 3 up, 3 down, and that will end the first inning with no score here. And we're going to stay with the action. So coming up, I guess, Andy, what do we got coming up here for the Midland Park?
We got the center fielder, Steph Chapman, followed by Lori Magda behind the plate, and Lindsay Salgi, second baseman. So these Saddlebrook Falcons, you know, they look all right. You know, 2 strikeouts to open the game isn't the greatest thing you want to see, but
No.
But as we said before, it's early in the game, and as long as they keep playing like these Falcons can play, they should be all right.
Right.
Or it'll be a nice, quick game for everybody.
That's it. Well, I guess we should point out to you, you may tell by looking at your television monitor, it is a little dark out here today. It is.
Yeah, it was beautiful out all day today. As soon as we set up everything, the clouds started rolling in.
That's it.
Again, we're here at Nightingale Field in the corner. When they play soccer here, it's Carmelo Verga Memorial Soccer Field.
Right.
So.
And that's the field right here, I guess, behind the Smith School?
Right here behind Smith School.
Right.
Yeah, so.
All right, looks like we're getting ready for action here in the top of the second inning. Once again, Stephanie Chapman, the center fielder, will step up to bat, number 6. Previdel on the mound for the Falcons.
Ooh, a little low.
Low and outside, ball 1.
Previdel had a nice opening to open the game. A fly out to the second baseman, to the shortstop, and a nice play from the second baseman to the first baseman. There she fights back.
Swung on and missed, strike 1. That evens the count at 1-1. Once again, low.
It's going to have to get that up. She's already up to 10 pitches. But a little bit different between softball and baseball is it's a little harder to throw your arm out. That's the natural motion of your arm is the rotating windmill pitch.
Yeah, if you look at it, it doesn't seem like it's a natural position, but they say it is a lot easier on the shoulder, so.
And pitch 11 is a ball, so that brings the count to 3-1 on Chapman. Chapman would like to get a walk here. That'd be as good as a hit.
All right, Previdel behind the count for the first time, I think, this game.
Fights back. Shot to Allison Melissa from her back. Doesn't get her.
No, she was falling back there, Andy. She couldn't muster enough power up there to get that ball over to first base. So Stephanie Chapman will be safe at first with a, I guess that would be considered an infield hit. I mean, that was.
Officially, I'll give her the hit.
I think so. I mean,
we'll give it to her.
She had enough to keep the second baseman on her toes back and knocked her down. So I think we'll call that an infield hit. All right, Lori Magda was showing a bunt there, but the runner did hold at first base.
And you'll see the difference here between softball and baseball is you do not get to lead in softball. You have to stay on the base until it releases the pitcher's hand. And you'll see every throw, Allison Melissa covers first base.
Yep.
Looking for a throw from Perina.
Well, the distances between the bags are a little shorter here.
Yeah, nice and close.
But I tell you, the speeds of what some of these girls throw are...
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to be in there.
No, sir.
Of course, the bunt pulls away.
Perina eyes her back and keeps an eye on her there.
I believe that brings the count to 2-1. Prevedel trying to fight back.
Andy, we got to pay a little bit more attention. It makes it a little harder here without a scoreboard to keep it on track of the balls and strikes for us. And that ball's low.
And that'll bring it to 3-1. So it's right about the count. 15
All right, so
pitches.
we may want to keep an eye on the runner on first base. She could be going. This is a possible situation.
Possible with 3-1.
It's not a surefire go ahead, but it's a good chance. And the runner
just takes the lead, and it's a walk.
And she'll be moving over to second anyway, regardless. And the catcher, Lori Magnet, will be walked. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Lindsay Sagel.
All right, so runners on first and second. No outs here in the top of the second. She squares the bunt, gets a nice
that
bunt.
ball dropped just flat. Oh, and overthrown.
Play at the plate.
Here's the play at the plate.
Safe at home.
Safe. All right, well, that ball was bunted beautifully. I mean, it just came to a dead stop, Andy. And Perina picked the ball up, made a play to first. The ball was a little
high out of Allison Melisso's reach. Jen Castrino with a nice backup. If she wasn't there, probably would have been 2 runs, but 1 run scores for Midland Park.
All right, so the runners will advance to second and third with 1 run.
And no motion from the runners here. And Prevedel comes back with another ball. Already, Coach White has opted for his backup pitcher to be warming up. The backup pitcher for the Falcons is Jessica Leib.
All right. And that ball is swung on and fouled off.
So she evens up the count at 1-1.
And the umpire will take a look at the ball. He says it's okay, gives it back to her.
All right, so Prevedel up, ready for a pitch. Here she comes with the delivery.
And that ball's down low, but it's swung on. And that'll be 2 strikes.
And finally, she gets ahead of the count. Still no outs here. And a ball must have been low. All right, so that's 20 pitches for her. And Prevedel again comes to the plate. Oh, a little bit outside.
All right, Andy, we still have runners here on second and third. Oh, once again, the ball
Another
swung on,
ball.
fouled off. She hangs in there.
2 strikes, no outs. Runners on second and third, 1 run already in for the Panthers. can't get too worried here. You'd like to keep them at 1 run only, but you're not worried yet. Prevedel should work her way out of this.
All right, the ball swung on. The play is to, oh.
Oh, beautiful play by McKay at third.
Nice, they got her at third.
Beautifully done.
All right, she faked the throw to first base and got the runner on third looking to score, and they tagged her out. So that'll hold the runner at second.
So that'll be 1 out here for Prevedel.
It was a smart heads-up ball play there.
Yeah, knew she wasn't going to get her at first, so she decided to fake it and got her at third.
Well, that's good. That gives a little relief there. It keeps that runner off the scoring position.
I'm sure Darren's heart is still pounding pretty hard.
Yep, still got a runner on second, which is good. Deep single could bring her home. So.
Hopefully this weather's going to hold off a little bit longer.
I hope so, Andy.
Preferably like 5 more innings longer.
Yeah, we're starting to feel a few drops here. We do not have the protection of any tarp or anything.
Yeah,
and with our equipment, we'd unfortunately would have to pack it in if that was the situation.
I have to call this game a little early.
So we'll have to keep an eye on the weather. Hopefully it'll cooperate with us. All right, Andy, you know what the count is by any chance?
Yes, the count is 1-1.
Okay.
Prevedel trying to fight back here in this inning. Squares the bunt, no go. 2-1. That's 25 pitches for Prevedel. She only had 10 coming into this inning, so this is a long inning.
Yep. And
that's
it's only 1 out so far. The Falcons are trailing 1-0. And this is the top of the second inning. She squares the bunt again, but pulls off. It's low. And that'll bring the count to 3-1.
3-1. Now, we're here today at Nightingale Field, as we said. Meanwhile, in Hackensack High School is hosting the Bergen County Track Championships today, so we wish those girls luck. Saddlebrook's got a few potential winners out there.
Great. Well, hopefully they'll do well.
And Prevedel walks the bases loaded. So that's 2 walks for Prevedel. That'll bring up the bottom of the order, number 3, Danielle De Salva.
Yeah, what started off, I guess, as a great first inning for Prevedel is the second inning's become a little tougher. Coach is going to call them all in at the mound. They're going to talk.
Coach White, like we said, he knows the pressure. He's going to try to keep his cool here. And he's just going to talk to everybody. Try to get them back into this game. All right, so now they're all in. They're ready to go. You see there the Midland Park first base coach also talking to her player. A lot of fans here today at Nightingale Field.
You give it a big plug for that field, huh?
I'm a big fan of it. I used to play t-ball here. So.
Are you close with the Nightingales? Now, we do have a good crowd here on hand for this game on both sides. And there's a large number of people actually sitting behind us.
Yes, there are.
So.
Usually you don't see that, but everybody's here today to watch the Panthers. Oh, first pitch. She's going to come home with it. Got her at the plate. Nice play by Claire Scarfani.
All right, they had the force out at home. Smart heads-up play. Stops another run from scoring, and that'll bring up 2 outs.
So that's 2 fielders' choices here for the Saddlebrook Falcons. That's 2 outs all the same. That'll bring up top of the order, Pam Beluzzi, number 8.
And there's that wind we were talking about, Andy, a little earlier. It's picking up here occasionally.
Swings again at the first pitch. McKay's going to go to first and save the Falcons.
All right. Well, the Falcons get out of a jam there. Panthers leave 3 runners stranded on base. And that will end the bottom of the, the bottom of the second inning with the Falcons trailing 1-0. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Falcon Sports here on SBC TV, Channel 77, Saddlebrook. Okay, stand by. Okay, and welcome back to Falcon Sports here on SBC TV. It is the Lady Falcons of Saddlebrook taking on the Lady Panthers of Midland Park in the semifinals of the state Softball Championships. And the first pitch is swung on, strike one.
Topolsky swings at her first pitch. Again, very unusual for the Saddlebrook Falcons.
Jessica is the shortstop for the Lady Falcons. And that's ball outside. Count is even at 1-1. On the mound for Midland Park is Allie Bryan.
Nice hard, well actually not all that hard.
No, not all that hard. Hit down to the third base line and she'll be called out.
So that's a 5-3 out.
All right, that'll be one out here in the bottom of the first inning. The Falcons are trailing 1-0, and that run took place here in the top of the second inning. The Falcons were in a little trouble in that last inning, Andy.
Yeah, but again, like we said, Darren White knows what he's doing. He came out there, he talked to his players, and they calmed him down, and they got out right out. As soon as he was done, they were
after that little huddle on the mound, they did retire the sides after that. They had runners on all three bags.
And that's 2 strikes on DeVito. It's only 15 pitches here for Bryan.
Yep. Laura, the center fielder for the Falcons. She's behind the count. And that's ball.
Bringing it to 1-2.
And swung on and strike three.
So that's another K for Bryan. That's 3. 2 of them swinging, 1 of them looking. Falcons have got to get something started here, and they look to number 3, Amanda McKay, to start them off.
All right, Amanda is the third baseman for the Falcons, and she steps up to the plate.
Upstairs on McKay.
Yep.
She's only a little girl, so it's going to be a nice tight strike zone here. Feels like we're getting a few more drips than hope we're expecting, but
yeah. And
this looks like it might drop in.
I think
here.
it is. It's going to be
it does.
trouble.
It drops in.
Nice.
All right, so McKay gets a first hit for the Saddlebrook Lady Falcons. Nice play by number 25, Laura Squio, to try to dive and make that play, but she keeps it in front, keeping McKay at first.
Yep, that ball fell nicely in the gap there between the second baseman and right fielder.
All right, so Allie Bryan's talking to her fielders, letting her know this is okay. She's going to try to work her way out of this. This brings up the designated hitter, Dana Mazzella. Gets a big cut there to start it off, but a swing and a miss. All right, Dana Mazzella is, as we said, DH. She will be batting for number 21, Claire Scarfani, who plays first base. And takes another nice cut, but again, swing and a miss, strike 2 on Mazzella. All right, so Allie's really working it here. Steps off the rubber, takes out the mouthpiece, puts it back in. She's ready to go. McKay on first, ready to take a big jump. Mazzella keeps herself alive with a nice foul ball. You can hear the Lady Falcons cheering on Mazzella in the background. They will stand the entire game and cheer on. Mazzella gets a nice shot over the shortstop. Coach White's waving McKay. He's going to keep waving her. He's sending her home. Here she comes. The play at the plate. Ties up the game.
Nice.
Play at third. Save. Mazzella at third.
Wow, what a spectacular plays.
So Dana Mazzella with a nice shot. Line drive over the shortstop. Scores Amanda McKay to tie the game at 1.
What a play, though. Great shot. And great base running there.
So we got a tie game. That's exactly what the Falcons needed here in the bottom of the second. And the Panthers trying to regroup here. You like to see a nice, exciting game here, huh, Bob?
Yes, and that's what we're getting, and we are battling the elements a little bit. But hopefully the rain will hold off for us, and we'll get this game underway here and in.
All right, so Coach White's going to talk to the umpire, discussing something. Oh, we got a pinch runner in for Dana Mazzella, the designated hitter. It appears as if it possibly could be number 8, Allie Lagomacino. I could be wrong, but I'm usually not. So we're going to go with that.
And so if you are, who's going to argue?
Yeah, so we're going to go with Allie Lagomacino on third base.
Okay. And that ball is swung on, strike.
The allergies are really kicking up today, Bob, let me tell you.
Yeah, the pollen is flowing too here today. It's not helping much.
All right, so Lagomacino on third gets ready to go. Another pitch.
And that
fouled off.
Swung and fouled off.
Tell you what, it'd be real nice if Coach Hofstadter would stay in the box, but he's so into the game, I don't even think he realizes that he's nowhere near. But we'll let him stay there and just give you the close play-by-play. All right, so here comes another pitch from Allie Bryan. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll bring the close to the second inning, but the damage has been done.
Yes.
The Falcons come back to make it a 1-1 game. It's a brand new ball game here, Bob.
All right, and we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're going to be on to the top of the third inning of Falcon Sports. Lady Falcons taking on the Lady Panthers of Midland Park, and we'll be back in 30. All right, I got to do something about Huh?
And we're back here with the Saddlebrook Falcons versus the Midland Park Panthers. Hold on. Appears if we have a problem in the outfield. We got a couple kids playing soccer deep in the outfield. We're going to have them addressed to move out of the way. But then we'll be back underway. The Saddlebrook Falcons and the Lady Panthers have a big rivalry also. We did the Glenrock boys game with that rivalry going.
Yep.
And it's a bit upstairs. Previdel to Jacobson. Jacobson flied out to Jessica Topolsky last inning. Or I'm sorry, in the first inning, her last at bat.
Yep. Andy, the rains are starting to fall a little heavier now.
Appears that we might not even get this whole game in, Bob.
No. We just trying to do a little last minute. I was off mic there for a little bit, trying to do a last minute cover up on some of the equipment here. So we'll try to stay here as long as we can. Unfortunately, we are in an outdoor situation, and we do have electrical equipment, and we're not under any protection. With the expense of some of this equipment, we can't afford to
yeah,
be out
we'll
here
save
too
your
long.
tax money, and we'll have to pack it up and save it for another day. On the attempt. So basically what happens is that would have been a ball, but she went to bunt. The ump gives it to her. So that's some more pitches for Previdel, but some more strikes for Previdel. Nice shot up the middle, but Melissa, like a vacuum, sucks it up.
Nice play.
Play to Scrafani.
Beautiful. All right, that'll be one down. And we are in the top of the third inning.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Allie Bryan. She's trying to help herself out here. So the pitcher versus pitcher duel, and first pitch, Previdel wins.
Yep. That ball was a little low, but she chased it down there. We're just laughing.
Oh.
And that ball's fouled off there.
You got to get underneath that over there in the stands.
The reason for our chuckles is off to the side where we have one of our strategically placed microphones. We have a little child who's grabbing at it, so that's kind of funny.
So if you're a little laughing, that's us. That's just having a good time.
Getting a little chuckle.
That's what it's all about, you know?
That's it. All right, the count is 0-2. Ball fouled off again.
Ball, keeping herself alive.
Once again, Andy, I guess we're on the top of the third inning. The game is tied up at 1-1.
And as the rain begins to come down a little bit harder after every swing,
swung on and missed.
Swung on and missed, but out at first.
Yep, the ball was down. The catcher lost control, so they had to make a play there at first base.
But you give Prevedel the K, and the nice scoop by Perina Leone behind the plate.
Yep.
Throw to Scrafani at first. That'll bring 2 outs for the Falcons. And Chapman up to the plate. Chapman is the only Panther to score so far in this game.
You all right there, Andy? Ball hit hard to second baseman. They got the play. Whoa, that was close, but beautiful.
Close play at first.
And that will retire the sides. So 3 up, 3 down.
3 down.
Okay, and that will bring us into the bottom of the third inning. And we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll have more Falcon Sports here on SBC TV, Channel 77, Saddlebrook, New Jersey. All right, welcome back to SBC TV Falcon Sports. And we are entering the bottom of the third inning. It's the Lady Falcons of Saddlebrook taking on the Lady Panthers of Midland Park in the state semifinal championship game. And there's called strike 1.
And this is Lisa Prevedel trying to help herself out here.
Prevedel, the pitcher on record so far for the Falcons.
Ooh, a little low.
And that'll even the count up at 1-1.
And here she goes. She's getting her sign.
And that'll be strike 2. And that count will be 1-2.
Hear the Falcons yelling, "Hit the ball, hit the ball." Usually makes it a little bit easier to win that way. You know what I mean, Bob?
Yes, sir.
But you got to swing in order to hit the ball.
That's it. Prevedel will go down looking.
That's another K for Brian. Bring her total up to 4. She's having a good outing today.
Yeah, she is. I mean, compared to Prevedel, Prevedel has thrown a lot more pitchers so far this game, especially in the second inning. Right, Andy?
But I will also say that Lisa Prevedel is only a freshman.
Yes. So,
a freshman at Saddlebrook High, so.
All right, Allison Melisso, second baseman up there. She fouled the first one off for strike 1. We're once again back at the top of the order for the Falcons.
Yep. Allie's total pitches are 28 now, so she's okay. She's flying high. I'm sure the coach is liking what she sees. And here she comes to the plate again.
Ah,
this
ball's
time
hit
Melissa
nice.
gets a hold of one
right to
the left fielder who sucks it up.
And that'll be the second out here of the bottom of the third inning. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Jen Canestrano,
who went down looking the first inning, her last at bat. It's now the third inning, so she's going to try to change that.
Earlier we saw Jen have a great play there, backing up the first baseman. Oh, and that's it.
And I'll tell you what, Coach White, he loves that bunt play, Bob. Let me tell you.
Yep.
Softball, you can use that bunt play as much as you want, and apparently it didn't work that time, but you never know when it will.
All right, well, that'll be 3 up for the Falcons and 3 down, and that will end the bottom of the third inning. So once again, the game is still tied at 1-1. And we'll be entering the top of the 4th inning. There's 7 innings of play here in softball?
Yeah, softball's the same as baseball, 7 innings.
Okay.
I believe they also have the 10-run rule, as they do in baseball.
All right, I guess in our last game before this one, we had the Glen Rock baseball against the Saddlebrook, and that did end in the 10-run rule in the 6th inning.
Right.
Saddlebrook was victorious in that game.
There you see all the fans for Saddlebrook.
As you folks saw here on SBC TV.
All right, so there goes Perini Leone, bringing in the infielder. He's going to talk to him. Let him know what the deal is, what she wants. She's calling a great game so far.
Yep. All right, Andy, who are the next 3 batters coming up for Midland Park?
All right, Midland Park went down 1-2-3 last inning, so that'll bring up Lori Magda, the behind the plate, then Lindsay Salgi, the second baseman. So here we go. Starting off the 4th inning. Little low. All right, she's going to try to get it up a little bit here. Going to stay with what's working, the heat. Again, a little low.
All right, that one's low in dirt, and that'll bring the count at 2-0.
Appears that she's releasing the ball a little bit too early, which is what's keeping it down in the dirt. She's got to hold on to that ball a millisecond longer, release it off her hand, and she'll be right back in the groove. Again, a little bit low.
Yeah, low, and inside on that one, so that'll bring the count to 3-0.
As we said before, Lisa Prevedel, the freshman at Saddlebrook High, she definitely, I believe, deserves this spot. She really works hard. Anytime you come down to this field,
oh, I think they may have hit her on that one.
She gets a hold of the catcher for.
All right, either way, if they didn't just tag her, I think she may have
That would have been a 4th ball anyway.
That would have been the 4th, so either way, she's on base. All right, the team's going to huddle up there on the mound and show their support for Prevedel.
That's it.
And that's what it is. They just want to let her know, you know, Lisa, calm down, settle down. You got a whole team behind you here to field, and
that's it. Just let her hit the ball.
That's right. Just throw some strikes, and we're behind you to cover your action here. So.
It looks like they're all having a good time in there. Huh? Me, I'd be a little worried.
Yeah, but that's what it's
State
about.
semis.
I mean, you gotta have fun. I mean, if you forget to have fun somewhere along the line, then you know it just adds to the pressure, and
right,
I think it takes a little bit away from the sport. So.
All right, so she. All right, you heard one of the Midland Park fans calling back. It's a good call. Perina looked like she might throw back down to Allison Melissa.
Yep.
All right, here we go. So that was a ball. She's going to try to fight back again.
She's showing bunt again, but pulls it back, and that's
again,
low. So that account will be 2-0.
For the last 2 batters now, she's been throwing them in the dirt. She hits one up in the air and she hits the girl, but that's okay. She's still fighting here.
Oh, that'll be low again. And that'll bring the count to 3-0. Andy, we're still having a little drops falling down here. I guess a little teaming going on here.
Yep. And as Prevedel fights back with a strike, the rain continues to drizzle on us.
Yep. Just enough to make this a little miserable.
Let's see, all right.
She squares and
There's
strike.
2. Fights back to make it 3-2. Full count on the batter.
Catcher Perina keeps an eye on that runner at first base. Just eyes her up a little, just enough to keep her back at the bag.
Yep.
All right, so Prevedel trying to dig herself out of hole, has the count at full. Ball's
Foul ball.
fouled off.
Foul ball. All right, so Prevedel's really fighting back here.
Yo, camera. Jim. Thank you.
All right, so once again, the count full at 3-2. And the ball's swung on and fouled off again.
So this is Lindsay, and she's really fighting in there.
And once again, swung on and fouled off. So the count remains at 3-2. We have a runner on first with no outs. Oh, safe. All right, the ball hit to the right back to the pitcher for the out, and the runner did, though, get back safely at first base. So that'll be one out.
Yep, it's a good heads-up play by the girl at first. Sometimes you get caught out there too far and you get picked off at first, but she was close enough to get back.
That ball was hit sharply at Prevedel, but good catch there.
Yeah.
And that ball,
and a low.
a lucky fan out there. That ball's fouled off for strike one.
Looked like one of the Panther fans was going to get that, but just out of reach. So Prevedel starts off strong with the strike. That's what she wanted. Just a bit upstairs.
All right, so that'll even the count at 1-1. We are in the top of the fourth inning here.
All right, Prevedel gets her sign, likes what she sees.
And that ball's low in the dirt.
Well, I'm going to guess that the sign wasn't throw it low in the dirt, but that's what she decided to go with anyway. You can see there you have the record photographer.
Yep.
Oh, this one is going to stay in play. Canestrino with a nice job getting over here to catch it.
Yep, the ball
right in front of us.
Ball caught in foul territory. But she gets the out, and that'll bring up 2 outs there. And who does that bring up to bat, Andy?
That'll bring up right fielder Laura Squio for Midland Park.
All right, with 2 outs, runner on first base. We are all tied up here in the top of the fourth inning with the score of 1-1.
And after Lori Magda got hit, she's still at first base. Falcons do a nice job keeping her there.
And
keeping
there's
her honest.
swung on, strike one. And there's called strike 2.
All right, the rain is really starting to pick up here,
yep.
Bob.
Prevedel ahead of the count here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the fourth inning. Once again, the score tied up 1-1. We have a runner on first base. And there it is. Swung on, miss, strike 3, and that will end the fourth inning. So we're going to take a quick break here, and hopefully we're going to resume action. I know we're going to have to keep an eye on the weather here. It is starting to rain a little harder. But we're going to be entering the bottom of the fourth inning of Lady Falcons softball against the Lady Panthers of Midland Park. We're all tied up here at 1-1. You're watching SBC TV, Falcon Sports, Channel 77, Saddlebrook, New Jersey. All right, we're rolling. All right, welcome back to Falcon Sports here on SBC TV, Channel 77, Saddlebrook. It is the Lady Falcons of Saddlebrook taking on the Lady Panthers of Midland Park. We are going into the bottom of the fourth inning. It is a rainy, dreary, what is today? Tuesday, I guess.
Yep. All right, Saddlebrook's going to bring up Pyrina. Pyrina. That's Pie, Pyrina, whatever you want to call her.
Pyrina Leone. And she'll take ball 1.
All right, here comes Brian's second pitch. A little bit behind on it, fouling it off.
And that'll even the count up at 1-1. All right, Andy, the rain is starting to actually affect my glasses now.
Definitely picking up here. Hopefully we're going to get through this.
Yep.
All right, here comes with another pitch. Farina a little bit behind on it to the second baseman.
And should
Out
be
at
called.
first.
Ball hit relatively hard, but right at the second baseman. Easy play. And that'll bring up the first out. Coming up next is the shortstop, Jessica Topolewski.
She hit to the third baseman. Her first at bat.
And
Little
swung
bit
on,
behind.
strike one. Brian's still throwing the ball out there with a good pace on it,
Yeah,
Andy.
she's still got a little mustard on that. Upstairs.
And that evens the count at 1-1. And the ball fouled off for strike two.
So 1-2 the count on Topolewski.
We are in the bottom of the fourth inning, and we have one out.
Come on now.
Game still tied, though, at 1-1. Guess the action all took place, Andy, in the second inning.
Yeah, in that 1 inning. Again, upstairs.
And that'll be 2-1.
2-2.
2-2,
actually,
I'm
Bob.
sorry. You're right, Andy.
That's all right. I like correcting you.
That's
Makes me
it.
feel better about myself.
Anything I can do to help, you know? That's what I'm here for.
All right, so here comes another foul ball.
Well, I'm afraid, Andy, this could be our last inning of action here. We may have to call it quits. The game, I'm sure, will continue on, but
Yeah.
it's getting a little rough out here for us.
Yeah, we're going to have to wish both teams best of luck. And be able to do is...
Oh, that ball hit
Oh.
hard right at the second baseman, though, and she scooped it. Nice play. That ball almost hit in the gap between the first baseman and second baseman, but second baseman moved over nicely and covered it. Sucked it up. What is that old saying that you like to use, Andy?
They sucked it up
like a
vacuum.
All right.
All right, that'll bring up number 2, Laura DeVito, who struck out in the second inning.
Laura's the center fielder for the Lady Falcons.
All right, the Lady Falcons here looking for a rally. Probably hear the chanting. Oh, a little
Ball hit.
shot. First baseman will take it herself with a tag out of DeVito up the first baseline.
All right, well, that will end the fourth inning here, and we're going to have to reevaluate our situation here. So I could be saying this is the end of Falcon Sports here, but we'll hold on. We'll take a quick commercial break, and when we return, we'll see if we'll be continuing with more Falcon Sports here on SBC TV, Channel 77. All right, we're back underway here, and we're braving it out. I call us crazy, but I guess the rain at this point, Andy, is just enough to be a nuisance, really.
That's pretty much all it is.
Enough to wreak havoc on some electrical equipment. Hopefully, we're playing it safe here, and so we'll just have to keep an eye. We may call it right in the middle of the inning.
So
Who knows?
we might call it, but we will tell you this: if we do call it, we'll keep track of the game. We'll brave
Yep.
the weather. We won't give you the play-by-play, but we'll track the game and we'll definitely have it posted.
Yeah,
on
well,
SBC TV.
yeah, we'll give you some kind of conclusion here. So, all right, we are in the top of the fifth inning, though. The game is steadily progressing. The score is tied at 1-1, and the ball fouled off. Once again, just to remind our viewers, this is the semifinals of the state tournament, and it's the Panthers of Midland Park playing the Falcons of Saddlebrook.
Yeah. All right, Privedel again to the plate.
And swung on and a miss.
Gets a swing.
And that's the first one up and the first one down.
All right.
As I look around me, though, Andy, checking out the skies here, I'm going to play a little storm field weather forecast.
All
here.
right. Let's see what Bob has for the forecast.
I do see some brightening of the skies behind us there, so I'm hoping that's coming our way. So So we'll see what happens. It just may be chilly for us since we are a little damp here. All right, that ball hit.
By number 8, Pam Belusi, the leadoff hitter for the Midland Park Panthers.
Yep, that ball hit in the gap there between third base and shortstop.
That'll bring up Christine Jacobson, first baseman for the Panthers. All right, so here we go. Runner on first. Jacobson at the plate.
She shows bunt,
Swing at the
pulls
first
back.
pitch. Prevedel goes to first. Nice job. You got to get at least one there, Bob. That's smart softball.
All right, well, Prevedel chose to get the her best play, which was at first base.
And that brings 2 outs here in the top of the 5, top of the 5th. Bringing up Allie Bryan. She would love to score her friend Pam Belusi here.
Yes.
Let me tell you, that one run is a huge run, especially here in the 5th inning.
Especially in a game like this where it has been low scoring the whole way through.
Yes.
I mean, we are tied at 1-1.
All right, Leone's going to call timeout, talk to her players, as the Midland Park coach will talk to her runner on second.
Yep.
And we'll stay here. Bob, I noticed as we were watching SBC TV that during the scheduling it says your show here.
Yeah, well, SBC TV, we're always looking for a chance to give people out there who would like to have their own show a chance to do so. And you can contact us here at the station at 201-587-2000 or email us at sbctv@optonline.net. And that ball is outside there. And sorry, I was in the mid-sentence, but I had to get right back into the calling of the game. And they can contact us and find out how they can become part of the SBC TV family, as we like to call it. And maybe you can learn how to produce and direct your own show, or maybe you want to join us out here for the games, videotaping, working the camera, maybe even stepping in for us and doing a little play-by-play. You know, we're all up for that.
Yeah, I mean, we do it the best, you know, but...
There's others out there who will.
Oh, yeah.
I'll gladly step up. They can join you, Andy.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're talking.
I'll keep you
we're always ready for the talent in Saddlebrook.
That's it. And there's a ball.
All right.
And the runner still holds at second base.
It's 3-0 on the batter.
Once again, Andy, as you had mentioned earlier, there is no leading in softball. Once the ball is released by the pitcher, the runner can go. But that batter is walked, and now we got runners at first and second.
It's the third walk given up by Prevedel today in this game. 2 outs. Jacobson with the shot back to Prevedel, and we had a strikeout to begin the inning, so we have 2 outs. Runners on first and second. This isn't a terrible situation. Got it. Easiest base here for your infielders.
That's true. You got a easy force at first, second, third.
Or even a nice hard ground ball to your left fielder, Pelly. She could probably get her out at third.
Yep.
So again, you're not in trouble. Well, not in too much trouble, we should say.
All right, that ball's low, and then
But you would like to throw some strikes here. I'm sure she's trying her best, and that's all you could ask for anybody, especially at this level.
Yep. Andy, you think her arm could be getting a little tired? I mean, she has thrown a lot of pitches this game.
It's a very good possibility. She's thrown over 50 pitches already. It's the 5th inning. It's a possibility. You know, they say it's natural motion, but
and there's a strike.
Anything will get weak in your body if you do that many times. But she comes back with a strike as we're discussing her getting tired. So she proves us wrong. The count is 2-1.
I do believe it's 2-1,
It
Andy.
is 2-1.
All right. And that ball's in the dirt. And that'll bring the count to 3-1.
3-1 here on Stephanie Chapman, the center fielder for the Panthers.
All right, we are on the top of the 5th inning, excuse me. And there are 2 outs, and we have runners on first and second base. And there's the pitch.
Shot up the middle.
Play to
Minnesota
first, and they got her
at first.
And that will retire the sides. So the Falcons could have been in a little trouble with 2 runners there, but the Panthers leave them stranded, and that will end the top of the 5th inning. And the game will still be tied at 1-1. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll continue with Falcon Sports here on SBC TV, Channel 77, Saddlebrook, New Jersey. I have to switch tapes.
Nice and close, we got it there.
I have to switch tapes because that's exactly 1 minute. Oh. Can you open this one up for me a second while I do this?